That warmth had faded long ago, almost forgotten with time. One evening, after yet another quiet dinner that felt heavier than words, I retreated to my room alone. The silence wrapped around me, pressing in from every side. Deep within, I felt the ache of years spent feeling invisible, overlooked in my own life. Then came a soft knock at the door. "Are you okay?" his voice asked gently from the other side. For a brief second, I wanted to tell him everything, about the loneliness, the bitterness, the guilt that had been quietly growing inside me. But I couldn't bring myself to open that door. Instead, I chose the safest answer I had. "I'm fine." He paused before walking away, and in that quiet moment, the truth hovered between us, unspoken, delicate, and painfully wrong. The next morning at breakfast, my husband sat across from me, completely absorbed in his phone. My stepson glanced at me just once, but in that brief look, I saw understanding, and maybe something more. My chest tightened. The room suddenly felt smaller, the air harder to breathe. Over the next few days, every moment alone with him felt like standing too close to the edge of something dangerous. He never crossed a boundary, yet the tension was suffocating. It wasn't desire, it was recognition. Two lonely souls staring into the same emptiness. When my husband announced he'd be leaving for a few days on a work trip, my heart sank. The house instantly felt quieter, more intimate than it should have. I no longer trusted myself with silence. That night, we sat together in the living room, the television playing a show neither of us was truly watching. The air felt thick with everything we weren't saying. "You shouldn't let loneliness make you forget who you are," he said quietly, his eyes still fixed on the screen. His words struck deeper than I expected. I felt tears threaten to rise because he was right. I had been drifting, searching for validation where I shouldn't have been. I turned toward him and said softly, "Sometimes it's easier to lose yourself than to admit you were already lost." He didn't respond. We remained there in silence, the weight of the moment resting between us. Not desire, not temptation, just understanding. When my husband returned days later, I made a promise to myself. I would rebuild what had broken before I lost everything. Because sometimes, the real danger isn't what happens between people. It's what happens inside us when we stop feeling seen.